see, I just landed in Quito, Ecuador. This is where I'm at now. I just left Mexico and now I'm in Quito. And this video was pretty much a first impression of what I pretty much see in Quito, Ecuador. I will be sharing more as, I'm gonna be here for a little while, so I'm gonna share a lot more later on. But for right now, I just want to give you my first impression. Obviously, you can see from the airport, I landed at the airport. I didn't get many images. I think I only caught maybe one image of me leaving the city. But I landed at the airport. Everything worked fine. Went through immigration. One of the cool things about immigration, everybody go into one line, which is cool. Instead of standing in a long line for foreigners and one line, short line for the locals. So one line, you go to immigration. After I went through immigration, went through duty free, picked up my luggage, and then kind of wanted to do a little tour of the airport, just see what was going on. I didn't see much. I mean, I don't know if this airport is split up into that airport is split up in different type of section, but what I saw is the luggage, the kind of waiting area, and car rental. That's it. And that's all I saw. So anyway, my intention was to take a bus, there was supposed to be a bus called Aerobus that can take you for $13 to the city. I mean, keep in mind that the airport is actually about 45 minutes to an hour, I guess, depends on the traffic, I guess, from the city. So you almost have to take a taxi or a bus to get there to the city. So I thought I was going to be able to take a bus. I wanted to ride high. I wanted to kind of see the countryside, take some visuals, some video of the countryside. But for some odd reason, there was no one at the kiosk and there was no buses outside. So I'm not sure what happened. In the meantime, you got these, I call them taxi vultures, kind of roaming around trying to get you to take them back to the city. Yeah, take them, get a ride to the city. All had different prices. But again, at this point, I still don't know that the bus is not running. So I'm thinking man, I want to take the bus. Now, obviously the bus is cheaper and the taxi a bit more, but even though the taxi might be more, I still wanted to ride the bus because, a nice bus ride to see the countryside is always a good thing to check out the city instead of being stuck in a low-line taxi. So anyway, I kind of sat there for a while trying to figure what to do next. And while I was sitting there, a guy kind of walked up pretty much looking for the same thing. And then he saw me standing there and, he kind of, I guess he assumed I wasn't local, obviously, but, he started speaking English. I said, oh, okay, young guy. So anyway, he started speaking English and we was talking. He said, yeah, the bus is unreliable. He talked about him already buying a round trip ticket, because he went to the beach and came back thinking that he'd be able to catch the bus back to home in Quito, but the city of Quito, but he wasn't sure when it was going to show up. He said he even called them. So if you're thinking of catching this bus that you probably saw online like I did, it may not be there. It may not be available. Now, keep in mind, I arrived on a Monday, so I don't know if it's days of the week. There's nothing at the kiosk. There's no schedule. There's nothing to determine to let you know what their schedule is. You know what I mean? So anyway, we were talking for a while, and as we were talking, a taxi driver walked up and said, okay, do y'all need a ride to the city? I can take both of you for $20. And we looked at each other and said, oh, okay, $10 a piece, perfect. So we jumped in a taxi, and again, you just see this image right here of me just kind of riding to the city. I didn't really see much, so I didn't film much. And as I got closer to the city, from a distance, I can see, the city and the mountain, and I'm thinking, the first thing that came to my mind was wow, this is like West Virginia. Now, this is, I'm not, if you're from West Virginia, I apologize. I'm not trying to disparage your city, or your state, but it gave me that image of West Virginia, especially from a distance, where you can kind of see the mountains, you can see the houses on the side of the hills, and you can see this plume or smoke or whatever just kind of hovering. I mean, when I think about it, I used to drive from Indianapolis to Washington, D.C. when I was in the military. And I used to go through a city called Wheeling, West Virginia. And I always used to stop out there to get gas and get something to eat and so on and so forth. And I've always saw how it looks wow, it just looked kind of like there's a pollution, like a plume of smoke just hovering over it. And the building always seemed to look kind of dingy and just dirty or whatever. That's what I saw from a distance. Now, keep in mind, this is at a distance. But as I got closer to the city and got past some of that image, I said, okay, this may not be so bad. You know what I mean? So anyway, as I got close to the city, I arrived into the part of town. I'm in La Catalina, or La Carolina. I think La Catalina is what they call it. Area of Quito, which is supposed to be kind of one of the area you're supposed to go to. I mean, so anyway, that's the area I went to. That I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. And arrived at the Airbnb. Met the host. Host was gracious to give me like a little quick tour of the area to kind of get me acclimated to the area a little bit so I can see what was going on. And then I said, okay, this may work. And then when we came back to the Airbnb, he kind of showed me what it looks like, from the roof of the building. You know what I mean? On the top floor, the terrace of the building. So this is the image that I see right now. I'm gonna show you right now. This is what I see. This is beautiful. Check it out. It's nice. I can't wait to check out rest of the city. I don't know if I'm going over the whole city, but I'm definitely looking forward to exploring this city. And this image right here gives me some hope that I made the right decision to come to this city. It's beautiful just from this view right here. So check it out. Again, this is just a short, quick first impression video, and I hope you enjoy it. I will see you definitely on the next one. So thank you for watching, and look forward to sharing with you my stay in Quito, Ecuador. Thank you.